Stars from Mexico, and today we're talking about a time an individual brought justice into his own hands in Mexico. In a country where justice seems to be a privilege for a few, one man became an urban legend for taking matters into his own hands. Was it an act of bravery, an execution, or simply the result of frustration of millions of Mexicans feel? We don't know. This is the real story, however, of the Vigilante of La Marquesa, a man who in just a few seconds changed the narrative around crime and impunity in Mexico. In the morning of October 31st, 2016, a public transportation bus is traveling along the Mexico to Toluca highway near a wooded area known as La Marquesa in the state of Mexico. This route is known for its heavy traffic, chilly weather, and sadly for being dangerous due to frequent robberies. The bus is packed with passengers. These passengers are mostly workers commuting to or from Mexico City. Suddenly, panic hits. Three men and a woman stand up from their seats. They pull out what appear to be knives and begin to rob the passengers. They threaten, hit, and snatch cell phones and wallets. It's a scene all too common on Mexican public transport. But this time, something different happens. Within seconds, a passenger pulls out a 9mm handgun and opens fire on the four robbers. Gunshots ring through the bus. The driver panics and slams the brake. Two of the attackers fall dead on the spot. The other two try to flee but collapse outside of the bus, dying shortly after. The alleged vigilante steps off the bus and disappears into the forested area of La Marquesa. Moments later, police arrive. What they find is shocking. 4 dead assailants, all shot. Reportedly, no passengers were injured. The media quickly dubs the shooter El Justiciero de la Marquesa or the Vigilante of La Marquesa. Social media erupts with debates. Some praise him, others criticize him. But one thing is certain, that day, justice didn't come from the law. It came from a civilian with a gun. The state of Mexico's District Attorney Office launches an investigation. Security footage is reviewed. Witnesses are questioned. Fingerprints are analyzed, but the vigilante left no trace. To this day, his identity remains unknown. Legally, this situation is complex in Mexico. According to the Mexican law, self-defense is only justified if the danger is immediate and the response is proportional. Here's the problem. The assailant didn't have firearms. It's believed they only used knives or fake weapons. So if the shooter were ever identified, he could potentially face up to 240 years in prison for multiple homicides, unless self-defense could be proven beyond doubt. Another fact about Mexico, it's almost impossible to get a gun legally, and the only gun shop in Mexico is in the city of Mexico, therefore making it almost impossible to get one legally. And although this happened in Mexico City, I doubt that guy got this gun legally. However, I bet that those people that were in the bus are happy that a good guy with a gun was in the bus that day.